if you guys want to set up your LLC and make sure that you are ahead of the curve in getting onboarded and being able to take profits and benefit from these assets, I would highly recommend, again, don't have to work with us, but if you do want to work with us, we've set up probably close to 5,000 LLCs at this point for people there in Wyoming to be able to manage their digital assets. We do it a very specific way. So we use a holding company, not a trading company, a holding company that manages alternative investments with a sleeve that's crypto. Okay. And the reason we do that, you're able to capitalize on long-term capital gains. We do as a single member LLC, unless you're in one of the 15 states that has a qualified joint venture where you and your spouse can contribute to a company without any tax implications. A single member is the way to do it to not have any tax implications. Multi-members will trigger tax implications if you have appreciation on the asset. Doing it in Wyoming, like I mentioned before, you get creditor protection. You have the anonymity there because the attorney's information is what's listed on the document publicly. You also get, charging order protection there in Wyoming, very similar to Nevada. Nevada and South Dakota are also great jurisdictions to file companies in to be able to protect assets, provide anonymity, have cheap cost of operating. Wyoming's best for digital assets because of the progressive regulations there in that state. So again, if you want to work with us, we would love to work with you and get you set up. So you just go over to digitalfamilyoffice.io and use the code 50OFF, 50 OFFDAG LLC. Get you everything end to end for your LLC, including maintaining your corporate veil and the creditor protection that's paramount. Also, I will say this, if you want to set up a living trust to be able to have a pour-in will so that those assets won't go through probate, we'll do that for you also in whatever state you reside in. We can structure that with our paralegal group that we work with named Laughlin, which will again be the one that does the corporate veil service and a lot of the other things that we're working with people on. And that's another $500, I think, for the living trust, which is super cheap. If you go work with an attorney in your state, they're going to charge you somewhere between $1,000 and $3,000 just for that living trust.